one. This is a bit of an interesting building, this one. I call it the modernistic building. It's kind of got this round shape on the bottom, and I'm thinking, well, how am I going to do that? You know, am I going to put curving plywood or whatever? There's another concept too that has just come up the last couple of days. This building could be left under construction, and we actually build a crane on the side of it that looks like this building is under construction, which will enable people to climb on it and get involved with this actual building. It's just one of those ones, a work in progress. And once again, this pyramid building, I think there's some more photos further on, and it's actually, we'll click through past them to the, I think there's this one here, right, for instance, is what I call the smokestack building. It's also called the switch house. There's going to be a crew of people that will be installing a series of switches and diodes and levers and all sorts of things that when they're activated, they'll light up certain parts of the city or turn them off. There'll be potentially steam coming up out of an area that will be switched by somebody inside the building. So trying to get these things as interactive as possible and letting as many people as possible know about them, artist-wise and performers, so that they can come and add their ideas and thoughts and performance and what have you to this particular project. Yep, we'll click to the next. So that's the basic construction method. There will be a scissor lift inside this building. You will be able to travel up to 40 feet inside it, and once again purvey the metropolis and also the city around, Black Rock City itself. Yep, there it is again. It's tall. And yeah, once again, people will want to climb these things, so we'll make them climbable, but within a sort of safety perimeter. There is talk of one of the buildings having abseiling or para roping, whatever they call it, off the side of the building. Once again, that's got to be all checked and engineered and figured out that it's going to be safe for people to do. Only those that know how to do it will do it. A guy talked about putting one of those, he called them the wires where you slide down on. Exactly. And I said, well, go ahead, find a building and put it up there. Yep. So this is a cleverer version of my drawing that a friend did, and there is actually a fly-through. I don't know whether that's there or whether it's going to show. Do you want to go through that? We have a. Yeah. Could we do it at the end, maybe? Oh, no,
yeah, let's do it at the end.
Yeah, that'd be cool. Excellent. This was obviously to get an idea of the scale of the thing with the people involved. The lighting of the city is going to be potentially 3 different versions. This one here is poles that are situated, I think there's 6 of them all together. They've got a very powerful LED changeable light system on it, so that whenever one colour changes and the other one takes over, the buildings will actually change in colour on themselves. The other lighting system will be inside the buildings. There will be lights coming up through some of the buildings. There will be windows cut into these various buildings also, and a young guy from down in Los Angeles contacted me, and he's got a CNC routing machine that can route out silhouettes of all sorts of kinds. So he's coming with a big bundle of silhouettes that he's routing out to a specific size that we can install in these window areas. And I love that shot because it's just like, you can imagine standing there beside these buildings and looking up and going, wow, that's pretty cool. And I can't wait also for all the art vehicles or the music vehicles and what have you to arrive with all their lights. There's another one, I forget the name of it, called, it's got a big giant projector on top. It's a scissor lift, and they're going to be coming out there and projecting all sorts of images onto these buildings, which will be kind of cool, and there'll be a lot more people projecting things as well, I'm sure. And the next one. So this was the one that I built in New Zealand, and it was a lot of fun. And we had L-wire on it. A guy brought a whole lot of changing lights, and as the evening got darker, we could get more of an idea how the final thing's going to look, basically. So I made a series of photos after this that show it getting darker with the lights changing inside. So basically, when you see it from a distance, you'll see it'll change. By the time you get there, after you've seen it, it'll have gone through a whole pattern of colour change.
That'll be
If we burn it. What was cool about this particular part of the evening, apart from the beer bottles and cans lying on the ground, it was amazing to watch the buildings burn and how they reacted. This is the Trans-American, or I call it the pyramid building. The top triangular parts of the building are open at the top, so the flames come out through the top. And what it did, in a series of photos, it looked like somebody dancing. It looked like the arms swirling, and I think there's maybe another couple of shots there of it. And I'm picturing this like at a 50-foot high fire. It's like this whole person dancing. It's just going to be quite amazing. We won't make beer bottles that big, though. And once again, the tower building. My son on the left there, he just had some surgery recently, he's got a sling on, but he had a can of kerosene that he just poured inside, and the whole flames would shoot up through the top of the building. And basically, it's going to be quite stunning when it is on fire. And the whole thing is also the work in progress with the burn. Is we've got a propane ignition system, which is in process once again being worked out how it's going to ignite several buildings at once or one building at a time and work our way through the city, burning them. And really, at the end of the day, it was just a great fire. I love fire.